There's nothing wrong with diversity as long as the best person is chosen for the job. Choosing or not choosing an individual because of their gender or race is discrimination, plain and simple. It's no secret that, at this point, the BBC has completely thrown this concept of equality out the window. Of course, we know which demographic is being discriminated against, because it's the same demographic that gets discriminated against everywhere now. I'll let you put your thinking caps on and see if you can figure out which demographic I'm referring to. As CNET reports, quote, "New Doctor Who era will be more inclusive," cast says at Comic-Con. Again, we all know that inclusive is a buzzword that justifies overt discrimination against that one pesky category. At Comic-Con 2018, the Doctor Who cast and showrunners emphasized this Doctor is for everyone. Really, Doctor Who cast and showrunners? Is it really for everyone? Well, why do I have my doubts? You might notice two members of that pesky demographic off to the left. Don't worry, I'll be touching on that in a minute. We learn that there's, quote, "room for learning all around." Oh dear. I wonder what kind of learning you're referring to. I'm sure it will be objective and well balanced. Whoa, a little girl. A side point, you notice this type of emotional blackmail throughout much of the press coverage on Doctor Who in the past year. Quote, dressed as Whittaker's Doctor Who blogs about the show asked whether the actor would bring a woman's touch to the TARDIS. Because that's what young boys want. You know, those that are most likely to watch the show. They want pink frilly curtains, or something. Well, there was a picture of the new TARDIS leaked, which I won't show here, but good God. Whittaker kindly and deftly explained she doesn't typically approach a role thinking about the fact that she's a woman. Really, Jodie? Well, then I guess we all just imagined all the talk about female role models. Oh wait, what's this? Quote, "You're a woman, and it's a point of view. I thought you said you didn't think about gender. What's all this point of view stuff?" Of course, we all know what point of view this will be. That's not to say Whittaker doesn't know what she means to fans. As a girl back in the 80s, the Doctor didn't look like me. Well, there's that pesky demographic again. Well, Buffy didn't look like me, but that didn't stop me from enjoying it. Now did it? Oh, here we go. Baking in inclusivity. Or keeping that pesky demographic that supported the show for 55 years, you know, that demographic that the show wouldn't exist without, away. Oh, we sure know what that word means. Chibnall discussed how trying to open up Doctor Who to everyone isn't just about casting a woman. I see, Chibnall, so what you're saying is it wasn't open to everyone in the past.
You idiot!
Oh, I'm sure you focused on making sure you hired the best people for the job. Oh wait, you just fired everyone and then pushed your own virtue-signaling hiring agenda. He said the upcoming season features writers of color for the first time, plus female guest writers, female directors, and an editing team that's all female except one person. Now, if everyone here was given these positions based purely on merit, I would applaud it. But somehow, I have a sneaking suspicion that this won't be the case. It's no longer about making quality entertainment. It's about agenda pushing. Remember Sliders? I feel we're now living in one of their alternate dimensions. Whittaker tells us that, quote, "the season's inclusivity is a great place for new Doctor Who fans to start, especially men and women who typically haven't seen themselves in past seasons of Doctor Who." Well, again, who cares about your long-term fans, right? Now, let's go back to this photograph. Remember, Doctor Who is now all about inclusion and diversity. Well, you might notice those two pasty white dudes on the left, our friend Chris Chibnall,
you idiot!
and his lapdog, Matt Strevens. So, this is all about diversity, except for the two people running the show. How odd. I'm gonna play detective here. Where's my Sherlock hat? I suspect that these two think they are immune to diversity quotas because they are better than us. If it's all about diversity, then why don't you two step aside and let two people from another demographic run things? Oh wait, you expect other members of that pesky demographic to step aside. They will be denied opportunities, but you two still get to run things. Might one possibly be a virtue-signaling hypocrite? Just saying is all. Now let's take a minute to address those of you that are calling me all sorts of bad names in the comment section as I speak. Hey, how you doing? For clarification, I don't care what race or gender someone is. I care whether or not they are qualified and competent. I'm concerned when race and gender appears to be the sole reason to justify why you were hired for a certain job. Now let's see which of you can make the nastiest comment. Also, get a life. Oh, and I'll throw out these two words, SJW and feminist, because there's one special little snowflake out there that likes to tell me the exact moment I mention either of these two words in my videos. Everybody be sure to congratulate him on his attention to detail. Now, one last time with feeling.
You idiot!
And that's it for today. So as always, everyone, thank you for watching and have a good day.